It's safe to say if you're a parent whose child struggles with constipation, you've heard of Miralax. Well, it's prescribed like water. That's a statement directly from the mouths of doctors. It is rarely a parent's first choice as it comes with quite a few documented side effects, including behavior struggles, dependency, increased bloating, cramping, and gas, just to name a few. One mom recently mentioned to me, I had no idea it could make his behavior even worse. My doctor definitely didn't tell me that. That was what Laura, Justin's mother, shared with us during her initial consult when we were diving deep into what really triggered Justin's behavior to go from good to horrible about 6 months before starting care. Justin had been battling chronic constipation since he was an infant, and now he was dealing with severe behavior and anger issues, even getting violent with his sister and other kids. He'd already been placed on Miralax and then later received a diagnosis of ADHD as well. So despite having just turned 3 years old, their ped was now recommending Justin to be put on ADHD meds in addition to continuing with the Miralax. So why is Miralax problematic? The main ingredient in Miralax is called polyethylene glycol 3350. It's designed to help the digestive tract to hold more water, which also pulls more water from the body into the stool. This helps the stool to pass easier as it's softer, but while pulling water into the stool sounds like a natural softening solution, that ingredient, that polyethylene glycol, and its mechanism within the body certainly are not natural. This is where the discussion begins when it comes to children and its safety. It's actually not even approved for use in children under the age of 17, but I bet you've also never been told that. Miralax has been a controversial drug for years. The FDA did a study in 2014, and they found that of the group of kids, 167 of them taking Miralax had severe emotional and psychiatric side effects. While many peds are still recommending its use for constipation, there's many other sites and experts that have been documenting these common side effects, like the increased bloating, gas, cramping, diarrhea, and even worsening stomach pain and pressure. All the things it's supposed to cause, right? The polyethylene glycol mechanism to retain water actually works against the body's natural processes of nutrient and fluid absorption. So while drawing more water into the bowel may provide temporary relief, long-term, that negative absorptive effect not only is changing the biochemistry of the body, but also the brain's communication to the digestive system. First up, let's explore the causes of constipation in kids, and then the natural alternatives that are safe and also effective for helping with chronic constipation. When we have stressed out nervous system that limits the signals from the brain to the gut and from the gut back to the brain, primarily directed by the vagus nerve, the body isn't getting that parasympathetic or calming signal to put the gut into a rest, relax, and digest state, which means the digestion takes a back seat in a busy brain child, right? So the body is simply living in a more fight or flight mode than rest and digest at that time. Another common cause of constipation that we see is a lack of intestinal motility or movement, right? So when the smooth muscle that makes up the bowel gets consistent sympathetic or fight or flight signals to it, that movement does not occur easily, it gets less hydrated, and it's hard to pass, right? We call this a poor plumber situation. Instead of using a medication to help hydrate and thus soften the stool, we instead address the cause. So if we can get the signals working from the brain to the gut with neurologically focused chiropractic care, our poor plumber situation turns into an easy plumber situation. Once we calm down that sympathetic side of the nervous system, we restore balance in that signaling to the gut and the brain, then you can add in other natural remedies such as increasing water, magnesium, adding probiotics if they're warranted, digestive enzymes with meals, and also limiting sugar intake helps a ton. What we hope to do with this video is to help parents find a path and an option that gets to the root cause of their child's constipation and then take action to care for it naturally and without the harmful side effect of drugs. Give us a call, come in and get your kiddo's nervous system scanned. Let's get that plumbing going.